Hello, welcome back to another video. I had a quick hour to fit in, so I thought I'd get some roaming. Been a couple of days since I last on, so I just need to familiarise myself where we was with everything again. Got a new army forming up in the middle here, with no troops to move. Not far from a full army. He was going up there to help with that city there, just to give it a bit more support, because that was the one I was having the tax problems with. Back up here, we've got the diplomats already moved. This one hasn't moved, but to be honest, don't really know where to send him now, as there isn't really anyone else to talk to.
At once. Yes.
That diplomat, if they've got the Greek states there, he was heading over to Pontus to see if we can get a trade agreement with the Pontus. And then obviously there's a spy in here.
General.
He can't attack, so we'll maintain the siege. He was having a few problems with Spain, if I remember. They was ambushed us once, and we've took, I'd say not so much heavy losses, but we are losing more men to Spain than we are when fighting Gaul, so we do need to just keep an eye on that. So I think that's pretty much everything. Looking at the money, I've probably already been round and done the building selection for the buildings.
Orders.
My plan was to shoot them up the west hand side of France and try and basically wipe Gaul out, but I think that's going to be a lot harder now, simply because we've got to kind of hold back a little bit here to try and defend. I don't think you can get any. Yeah, there's one troop of mercenaries, light infantry, not a deal really. I really am surprised with how slow the other Roman factions are expanding. They've taken 3 on the mainland, which is, I suppose that's quite a bit more, but then when you compare that to these, they don't seem to have done a deal at all really. I can't remember how many of these they start with, so I think they start with 1, so these I think have only basically taken 1. 2, sorry, 2 on Sicily. And I suppose us, we've taken, I suppose we're on, how many we got? 5, 6, and obviously if we take this one, we'll be on 7, so we'll have to see what happens when the civil happens, what kind of military power they've got, but we should be good to end turn now. I've also got to keep an eye out for Britain, because obviously they have now broke the alliance with us.
Our fleet is under attack.
Yeah, I thought they'd go. There was only had the 1 settlement left. So yeah, Thrace has finished them off. Okay, someone's died. We better go check that out on the tree. Oh, Britannia's strongest. Okay then. Okay then, so he's not going to be able to now talk to Pontus that way, so we're going to have to try and go the top way.
I will address them at once.
There we go. Let's see what these are like. So we'll do the usual trade rights, map information, for map information, see if we can get a little bit of money out of them. Balance, we'll go for that.
Would you consider?
Yeah, that's good. Nearly enough what we asked
thanks.
for. Bit of extra cash. So we're trading effectively with everybody who's still playing, or still alive, I believe now. Apart from obviously Gaul and Spain, who we're at war with. So trade's good. I don't think, yeah, you can't just get over that land bridge. So whatever we do here is going to be, we're going to need some fleets to move things around, because I don't really want to have to march them all the way up towards the Black Sea and up round there. Okay, back to mainland. So we can just help keep that steady. I should have really looked at the end of turn report. I'm interested to know if I'm having to pay for them mercenaries or not, because I got them for a reward from the Senate. Town watch, nothing. Oh, we've got some more of them. And by the looks of it now, they've also now got a silver shield, bronze shield, as well as a bronze sword, so they're obviously a bit stronger. Move them over. So trying to figure out now. I think they've obviously got two, so one of them can go over there. In all honesty, I think that army's good to start moving over. We might as well retrain the town watch if we can. I really don't think there's much these can do, really. I don't know, just to hold them here. Maybe sit them in their town to get slightly better happiness out of them. But I daren't move them on, because I don't think they're not really strong enough to go and take anything, I don't think. But at the same time, we'll wait for the other army to come over. Meanwhile, we could probably attack these now, which will be quite a large battle, this one. Considering I've got a full stack army, I thought it'd be slightly more swayed in my direction. I thought I saw the war dogs only had 23 people there. I thought there was 24 in a war dog troop. So I don't know if I've lost one of the war dog people at some point.
You're probably wondering about this.
Oh, 22. Yeah, pretty sure I must have lost one of them then. Or a couple of them. So, let's see where we are. Where's the best place? Split the forces here. Bring 5 Astarte over here. Have them at fire at will. Them fire at will. Set them to fire at will. All of them fire at will. Again, get them here ready. They're all cavalry. Just sit them there. And the war dogs. Okay, so we've got a whole troop of horses there, so first off, I'm going to send these up right against the wall again, like I normally do. Basically, to see if we're lucky enough to try and get any kills with the... Sit them there. We've got a troop over here we can, although they're running from the gate as well. The same here. Might as well send them into there. Doesn't look like there's going to be anybody in range for us to throw the pellets at. Get the war dogs down, just ready. Probably ought to group these together. Group them with them. Group them together. Seem to be running around a lot, but they're not standing in the usual space. Oh, they've actually got some heavy infantry. So that might be one of the reasons why it was more even than I thought. That could do some serious damage. And I don't suppose there's much point sending the war dogs in against them either. Although, to be honest, they don't look that much more heavy than the war band, really, apart from they've got a sword rather than a spear. Just fast forward a bit, get the gates gone.
With a battering ram.
Okay, they've moved where I thought they would. It's good. None at the other gate.
The enemy gate is down! Our battering ram has done its work! Run! Move!
I'll just give it a minute to see if anybody... They're moving. Whether they come back. Must have killed quite a few there, I think. Okay, so we should get a few off on these and they'll be close enough soon. Yeah, so that's the first one's close enough.
Orders completed!
So one of them's out of ammunition. Should still be throwing, they're still in range. Move some of them around just to force them to throw. They're down to 41, so we've done plenty of damage. Really don't know why they're not firing. They're supposed to be firing. Oh, there you go. So can these then? So, most of them's fired. So there's only really them left with anything left. So they managed to get all of theirs out. Just form them up there. There's only them left with any ammunition. Get it there, it just takes a very long time. So we can get them just in a position to throw. Oh, got fire at will on. So they haven't, for some reason they won't fire, so might as well send the war dogs in. They're probably best suited for the light warband. So there was 50 odd of them. They're still throwing. Again, they're down to 18. The dogs have done what they need to do, so they might as well go in, try and take on the heavy swords. If they're running, the dogs will probably kill all of them before they get to the middle.
Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
Yeah, there's only many left. There's only 3 left. So I don't know whether they'll then just automatically go to the nearest troop. Okay, they've waited long enough. Get in and kill the 12 rats left. Okay, so the war dogs are still chasing 2. I don't quite know how war dogs cope with horses. I can't imagine them doing very well against them, especially a heavy cavalry. I imagine they're going to get wiped out. Yeah, looking at that, they're getting wiped out quite quick. Can't imagine they've killed any of them, have they? 25, no. Let them get that. It's the pathfinding, isn't it? It's really struggling. You need to turn around and face them. The war dogs have turned around to follow the horses. That's not ideal. Yeah, that cavalry's really severely hurt the war dogs.
Gods who fill the heart of the enemy general with
Oh,
fear.
they're the war dogs. They must have gone into battle. They must have, damn,
The
they were
enemy
never
general
supposed to
is
do that.
slain,
I didn't
and
realise
now
they
his
were
men
supposed to be
fear
over
us.
here.
It is time to press the attack.
No wonder they ran away. Yeah, unfortunately I messed up with the war dogs there. I'm really struggling with the pathfinding. It's just not doing anything. There's a few of the actual dogs of the war dogs around somewhere, but I haven't a clue where they are. So this cavalry, I'm going to march the long way round. Orders completed. Something's not working right. Oh, there you go, there's a few of the war dogs. They don't seem to like this 45 troop. It's as if they've bugged out in the middle. I have to fast forward this. Seems to have bugged out. I don't seem to be able to get everybody involved fighting them.
This is a heroic victory, worthy of Roman arms.
War dogs. They did 81, I suppose. It's only really the Equites that was killing people running away that killed more, but I suppose that troop of war dogs did attack a troop running away, so whether it's worth having a troop of war dogs basically in the army, or whether it's worth just having an extra troop of Astarte or Principes rather than the war dogs. Okay, so this must be quite a big settlement, because that's 3,500 people could get moved to different settlements. So that's quite interesting. I think I'll enslave them, because if they're going to kill 5,200, there must be that many in the city to kill in the first place. So that's going to mean there should still be good 1,800 left. So it should be fair sized population. Yeah, we've still got 3,000 left. Sewers are probably one of the best things to build, because that's quite a big city to not have any sewers. Okay, we can retrain. That's nice. Right, we'll leave them there a bit, retraining them. So they're moving over. They're just holding fire. I think that's about everything for this turn. We'll go around and update the buildings. Oh, we were going to check the family tree, wasn't we? Because we think we've lost somebody. Ah, it's the faction leader's wife. So if he's 61, which city is he in? There he is. So 61, I'm wondering if it's worth bringing back the spare general and putting him in there. Basically just take over. We need to move some traits around though as well. I don't really. He doesn't want to really have any traits really if he dies. So we need to move some of them around. So pick another city. So this one, how old is he? He's 43. He's 42. 45. They're all middle-aged men. 27. So right, okay. Let's see if we can transfer some traits. So basically, we're only after ones of the faction leader. Let me just double check his name. I think it's Flavius. Yeah, Flavius Julius. Okay, so to move the traits around then, basically, if he dies soon, I don't want him to lose the traits, so move that over towards him. Although really we ought to read that what it does. Command, so that's not really worth putting in a guy who's just governing, so actually we'll send that to someone out on the battlefield. How's everybody else? To be fair, looking at it, he's only got the one follower, which is that, so the spy master. Might as well go over to our main general we've been working up over here at 44. Thinking about it, I should have picked a younger character to have moved all the traits to. But for the time being, that's what we'll do. So that'll give him one extra. What's that then? What's the traits? Agent training costs, or just one to command. So we'll do that and we'll confirm him. It just gives us that extra. Just gives a bit of reassurance in case he pops off being the age he is. I'm not sure the life expectancy in this game, but if his wife died at that age, then it's probably worth just hesitating and be doing it. Right, we'll put sewers in here because that's quite a large city not to have any kind of sewerage system. They're still building. They're still building. I suppose a blacksmith over here to improve the quality of the troops. I was thinking at this one whether to build a decent wall here at some point as well. Simply because we're quite close to there, so when the Civil War comes and the Greens might come through, it might be a bit awkward. Alright, they can't build anything because they're... I should actually now though. be able to keep the tax low, and it should stay there now there's a general in there. Which is good. 6% should grow quite quickly up to there. Oh, we've not got a deal of money left. They're doing sewers. They can't do anything because the population isn't big enough. They can. They can't. Okay, so again, probably sewers. Yeah, not looking too bad. I don't know what dictates when it's being auto-managed, and whether someone can tell me this in the comments or not, but what dictates what the tax rate is set to? Because I keep putting it low, and obviously it keeps moving it to normal in this one and very high in this one, so... Is it to do with public order? So if they're happy enough to take the higher taxes, it automatically makes them... And I imagine it is. Public order's at 200 over there compared to over... A bit too far. Compared to over here. But it's only 139, so it must be a public order based thing. If they can handle a higher tax, it makes them pay a higher tax. Right, because we're retraining there and because we've built a few buildings, we haven't got any money left, so we'll quickly see what this message here is. Retinue expand. Ooh. Right, I'll finish it here for this video, and then we'll end turn and start the next video for the next bit. So thank you again for joining me. Again, comment below if you can confirm whether or not you think it is a public order that affects the tax rates. It looks like that probably is the case, but again, thank you for watching, and please join me on the next one.